Ring ring, I guess.
Hello.
Hi, this is Doug with Realty One Group Orca. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the house you have for sale.
Yeah. What's going on? You have a
Okay,
buyer?
well, I'd like to look at the house, come over and take a look at the house and see if I have somebody who's interested in your particular plan. You don't have any pictures
Hmm.
of the place up,
Yeah,
and
we'll be putting some pictures up here soon.
are you planning on any open houses or?
Well, we'll give it a shot here a little bit. We just put it up on the market as a for sale by owner and getting thousands of freaking phone calls from real estate brokers.
Right.
So we're going to give it some time and give it a shot ourselves. If you have a buyer, you're welcome to show it. We're going to be offering a 2% commission.
Okay, so what makes you want to sell this yourself rather than getting it on the MLS?
I sold my previous house myself.
Do you think you got top dollar for it, or
I did fine. I saved a shitload of commission and wasn't that difficult.
commissions are usually only 2.5, 3%, and the average home that's sold by an agent goes for about 12% over what a homeowner would sell it for by himself. I don't know if that math actually works. Um, would you be interested in taking a look at the numbers?
I already know the numbers. I know what my house is worth. I see what's going on in the marketplace. And again, if you got a buyer, you're welcome to bring them over.
Okay, well, I guess unless I see the house and had an opportunity to understand its floor plan and see some pictures, there's really not much sense in bringing a buyer over there if I don't know what it is.
That's true. That's true.
I'm not here to waste my time or your time.
Okay.
So until you get some pictures up, I don't think I'll probably be bringing any buyers to your house just to waste my time. Uh,
Okay.
if you'd like to have me come over and you know talk to you a little bit about your place and what your goals and plans are, I'd be happy to do that, and then I'd be happy to introduce my buyers to you.
Well, we'll think about that. You're welcome to come over, but I'm not going to list the property.
Well, that's fine. I didn't ask you to list the property.
Okay.
I just asked to look at your house.
Okay.
Um, you know, uh, I guess I find it interesting that you'd want to sell your house, but not have agents actually know what they're selling.
Well, you st- you're still welcome to come over if you want to see it. If you
Okay.
don't, you don't have to.
Okay. Well, how about this Friday? Would, would,
Got
this,
it. Good job.
would this
Okay.
Friday be okay to?
Boom. Got it. Got the appointment. Okay. Who's next? Okay. Go.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey Todd, see your home's up for sale as for sale by owner.
Sure.
You're looking to tackle this all on your own, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. You bet. Why not? It's a
Okay,
good market.
it is. But if you know what I'm asking, have you sold a home on your own before?
I've sold my previous home. Yes.
Ah, okay. And how did you find that experience?
Pretty damn easy, actually. It
Okay,
wasn't.
yeah,
What really wasn't too big of a hassle.
okay, right on. And then my other question is, how did you determine the valuation on your home?
Well, it's sort of a mixture of, you know, this neighborhood is turning over real quickly. It's about a 4-year-old neighborhood, and I mean, all the styles are almost identical.
Okay,
I know all the neighbors basically around my area. We all moved in at the same time when this area was built,
logical.
and the house is going to sell for. The house is going to. One was 565, the other one was 575, the other one was 555, and they all sold for like $30,000 more. And so that's where I came up with my price of 575.
Okay, sound like you're a pretty smart guy. You figured it out and you know how the system works. I like to.
Yeah, it's,
So, long story short, I'd like to come over tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock. I don't have a buyer in tow with me. I do
mhm.
want to come by and take a video virtual tour of it for my clients. I've got 50 other agents in my office that that have an army of buyers as well that I'm going to be sharing that with. And basically, I just want to kind of see what you got. And then I'm going to go back to my buyers and my fellow agents, and I'm going to see what we can do to put something together for you.
Sounds good. We're not going to list the property, Jim. Just want to let you know we're not intending on listing.
I'm not looking to list it, Todd. I just want to come over, introduce myself, see what you got, and at the end of the day, you've got a home to sell. I've got a potential buyer to buy.
Sounds good. What time are you going to be coming over?
4 o'clock.
Got it. Okay, next. Who's next?
Yep. Okay.
Go, Joe. Go, Jay.
Okay. So,
ring, ring, ring. That's how we start.
all right, ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Todd, this is JR with Realty One Group. Saw you put your house up for sale.
Another real estate broker. Well, just let me cut this real quick, JR. We are not going to be listing the property. Okay. And you're only come over only if you have a buyer, and we're offering 2.5%. So there you go.
Gotcha. Pretty straightforward. Well, I'm going to be upfront with you and let you know I don't have a specific buyer in mind for your property.
Okay.
Just I'd like to talk about the pricing on your property real quick, how you came about that price.
Well, neighbors have sold, two of my neighbors have sold recently for 565, 575, and that's what they listed for, and they went way over.
That's what they listed for?
Yeah, they listed for 565, and they got way over. And I talked to them. I mean, we're all bunched. We're all like bunched on top of each other here in this neighborhood.
Right.
So they said they got 30,000. One got 40,000. The other one got 30,000. And so I'm just going to throw it out there.
Wow,
put it out there.
That's incredible that they got 30,000-40,000 over. Maybe we should sit down and talk about how they've got those $30,000-$40,000 over asking.
Well, there's nothing available in the market, JR. I mean, shit. I went looking around. If I was a buyer in this price range, I shopped around. Zillow, Redfin, where buyers typically go. There's nothing freaking for sale. So, I mean,
yeah, I can tell you firsthand, working with buyers in this market, we've been putting in offers against 8 or to 10 other people consistently on every house. None of these have been for sale by owner, though. They've all been listed.
Okay.
So just wanted to sit down and talk about how these houses go for 30 to 40,000 over.
JR, I am not going to list my property.
That's all right.
Okay. I don't want to list the property. I didn't mean to come off strong in the beginning, but I got to tell you, bud, in the last 4 days, I've been getting freaking inundated with freaking real estate brokers, not saying you, but just all over my ass. And I'm getting a little frustrated by it.
Okay. Well, let's sit down, have a 30-minute talk.
I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that?
Well, it's important to have a backup plan. What if your house doesn't sell?
Well, I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, I've never really given it that much thought, particularly in this market.
Right. Yeah, usually they do sell. But, let's just sit down, talk about, hey, if it doesn't sell, what's your plan of action?
Okay. Got me. All right. There is some material out here. You guys you've almost cracked into it. Oh my gosh, there's some material. You guys are almost cracked into really, really what's on the inside of this. You're starting to get close. Okay, who's next?
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Is this Todd?
It is. Who's this?
My name is Mike Snowgrove. I'm with Realty One Group. How you doing today? I see you're selling a house.
Well, you have a buyer for me?
Well, no, but
why are we talking?
Well, I can tell by the way you sound that you've had a few realtors call you.
Just a few.
Yeah, you're probably a little flooded. So I just want to I just want to ask, I don't see a lot of photos or marketing as far as your house is concerned. I've done some research in your neighborhood. I see that a few houses have sold. The price on your home are you getting it from your neighbors?
Yeah, I just figured, what they've been selling for, in the neighborhood. And I've talked to a couple of the owners after their property went pending, because I know them. They're like almost right across the street from me, sort of kitty corner. And I went and talked to John and asked him what he got for the property. I didn't let him know I was going to be selling, but I wanted him to get his sold so I can sort of get 𝐦𝐤𝐤. It's the exact same freaking house as mine. The exact same freaking house. Floor plan, upgrade, everything. We bought the house basically at the same time. And so I said, there it is. I'm just going to list it at that.
No, and that's fantastic. Now, you're listing it. How are you marketing your house? How are you getting your information out there? How are you reaching the maximum amount of people? I mean, are you doing
Well, you saw it.
Where I found it? Yeah, I found it on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, and I got it on Zillow. And, that's basically where I'm at, what I'm doing.
So your neighbors, they ended up selling with a broker. And they use the Northwest Multiple Listing Service. And then basically with the Northwest Multiple Listing Service, which I'm sure you've heard this from the other realtors, but I want to just reiterate, we get thousands and thousands and thousands of eyes on it. Our brokers go out and they talk to all their people. The Northwest Multiple Listing Service will get, what they do is they sign people up who's looking for a home just like yours. And they set them up with emails, and then it goes to their inbox. These people see your house. If you were to list, immediately the second it goes live on the listings. So right now, your house is sitting on Facebook, buried in a Facebook page, not getting seen by really anybody who's actually looking for a home or somebody who's just doing a general search.
Okay.
You're not getting a lot of eyes on your house at all.
Okay.
And now you're talking about a potential of getting this great deal of money that your neighbors got, but your neighbors also marketed it 1,000 times better than what you're currently doing. Right now, you are literally throwing a dart, hoping to hit the balloon with a blindfold on.
Okay.
You're hoping to get this great deal of money for your house when no eyes are on it.
Okay.
Yes, you've got people going, hey, is your house for sale? You got 5 or 6, you're like, wow, this is really neat. But Todd, wouldn't it be better if you had 30, 40, 50 people coming through your house this weekend for an open house, looking at your house and then telling their friends about your house? Other brokers reaching out to 20, 30, 40 other people out there looking at your home, generating buzz about your house, getting more interest in your house, driving up the price for your house. And then my job would be to negotiate you the best price on your house.
Okay.
And all you and I have to do is sit down and talk about this.
Okay. Shorten it up.
Go for the close.
So how about we sit down this Friday at 4 o'clock? Do you have time?
Okay, good.
And then I can sit down and show you what I can do for you.
Got it. Okay, good. You're cracking it open. You're getting in. There's something that I haven't heard that was good, because you went through the old sales set: feature, advantage, benefit. Okay, feature, MLS, advantage, lots of showings, benefit, exposure and more money. Okay, great job explaining that. Feature, advantage, benefit. Always finish with how it's going to benefit them personally. Okay, so there's a couple elements in this that we're that I'm trying to expose. Somebody here is going to talk about it here shortly. I know it. So who's next? Jim, you gotta be quiet, Jim. I know you're thinking. I think you might have found what I'm thinking about too. Who's next? We're going to call for sale by owners.
Should I go straight for the kill?
Bud, you just do you, man. This is a panel. Everyone's sort of throwing out their approach. Okay. I'm picking up pieces from everybody.
Yeah, no, I want to try a new approach and just go straight for it. So, anyways, who's the for sale by owner? You? All right, ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, is this Todd?
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, Todd, my name is Jose with Realty One Group. The reason I'm calling is to set up a time to list your house with me because I have a track record of helping for sale by owners just like yourself, getting more than what they can and also getting them outside of that calling list. Does today at 4 p.m. work or did tomorrow work to swing by?
Appreciate your calling. And I know that I am not going to list the property. And I've been getting thousands of phone calls just like this, Jose.
Absolutely, and I'm not going to be the person that's going to BS and just say, ask you questions and just go straight for it, and ask for what I want. Let me ask you, Todd, what's more important for you, selling this house yourself or getting the most you can?
Well, getting the most I can.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's why that's ultimately why I didn't go the broker route. So I put that extra money in my pocket. I mean, if you have a buyer, Jose, we are offering a 2.5% commission for a buyer. So if you have a buyer, go ahead and bring them over.
Absolutely, Todd. I totally get where you're coming from, and I absolutely appreciate what you're doing. Not a lot of for sale by owners are willing to take this because you're going to deal with a lot of lousy agents getting calls, thousands of calls a day.
Yeah.
How long do you plan on selling it yourself before hiring a strong agent to sell it for you?
I haven't given that much consideration. I haven't given that thought really much at all. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be possible. I guess if I get defeated enough, I'll pick up the phone and call my buddy who's a real estate broker.
Great. Well, hey, Todd, I specialize in this and I have a track record and I can actually give you phone numbers of for sale by owners that were actually in your shoes. And I was actually able to help them get more and then get them out of that calling list. And I can even show you the reviews. So, I want to have you, I want to be your spare tire. You probably noticed that there's 5 tires in every car, so if that direction that you're taking doesn't work out, I'm here as your plan B.
Okay.
And then I just follow up with you. So.
Okay. Great. Excellent. All right. Okay. Who's next? Everyone's getting a yes today. Okay, I'll go. Somebody want to be a for sale by owner? You guys can't have all the fun.
I was going to do one more time. So my whole purpose.
No. You already went.
Okay.
I know.
Hey, let's do Rob. I know he's a listing agent. I want to kind of hear how he does it.
Rob, we want to hear your Fsbo script.
I haven't called Fsbos in about 3 years, so I don't have my Fsbo script down anymore.
Okay, so if you were to, let's
Perfect.
just say, if you were to have a phone number in front of you right now and you saw, wow, I could call this person because it's in my area and in a price range that I like, what would you say?
I probably would say, I'm thinking back. I think what I used to say.
Stop intellectualizing it and just do. Just be. Just
Okay.
do and be. Stop thinking. Start doing.
Gotcha. Hey Todd, this is Rob. I'm a real estate agent with Realty One Group, and
Hey Rob.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
I was just calling to see. Were you still thinking about selling your house?
Yeah, we're giving it a good shot. We have somebody who might be interested in it. Nothing super serious yet. Tons of real estate brokers calling though.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, I just happened to come across it, and I know I'm sure you get lots of calls.
Yeah.
So you said that. So you're trying to sell it right now. How long have you had it up for sale?
Well, probably 3 weeks now. Couple weekends. Today's Wednesday, so we're moving into our 3rd weekend. The first couple weeks, the first week I really didn't give it any really tough attention. The pictures were sort of shitty, and I just, I've made some mistakes in my first week. I got called out by some brokers kicking my ass around, so I rearranged some photographs and I put together a flyer, and so now I'm taking it a little more seriously now.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So were you just kind of testing the market in the beginning?
I didn't really know what the hell I was doing, honestly. So,
Gotcha.
but I've learned a lot here in the last couple of weeks, I got to tell you.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so about 3 weeks. Even in this market, I would think that if everything, even if you didn't do it all the way right, it probably still should have gotten a lot of attention. How many showings have you gotten so far?
I haven't really been keeping any. 4, 5.
4 or 5. Okay, in 3 weeks, you're going in the third week. Okay, so not that many.
Three of them were with real estate brokers.
Okay.
But I think they wanted to lowball me, so I scooted them away.
Lowball you, yeah, or maybe they were just pretending that they had buyers to try to get their.
That could be too, Rob.
That's very common of a strategy for agents to use. So I'll tell you what, I understand you want to do it, Fsbo. I understand, the concept of why people do that for sale by owner. And but I'll tell you what, though, homes that are going on the market right now, we're getting like 20 to 30 showings over the weekend easily. Jeez. In this market, and you're not even getting close to that. And so, would you be open to finding a time where we could sit down together? I can show you how I can make that happen for you.
How much is your commission?
Well, Todd, the commission's always negotiable. I'm willing to work for whatever we can agree upon together. And really, I think that the best thing that sellers that I work with enjoy is just sitting down, going over a net sheet and figuring out what's fair for both sides. I've always found that.
Give me a call in about 30 days. Give me a call in about 30 days. And if I haven't gotten it sold by then, I'll be probably more open to have that conversation with you, Rob.
Okay. Hey, Todd, can I ask you about that?
Go right ahead.
Hey, if you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me that, two things would happen. And one is that your house would actually sell. The other is that you would end up with way more money than you could get bottom line. Would you still want to keep selling at Fsbo, have it up for sale, not selling, or would you at least want to hear about the strategies that I can use to make that happen for you?
Well, if you want to share that with me, fine. I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to do anything because I'm pretty much, the price is going to be the price of the house. And, I just made all the flyers and I just rebranded my pictures and I just put all this new stuff out there. So I'm not really ready to take the broker route right now.
Okay. I understand.
If you want to send me something, I'll take a look at it.
Okay. Well, how about we do this? Let's just do this. What's the worst that could happen? Let's get together, for about 30 minutes. I'll show you briefly how I do business completely differently than other agents and different than the way that you've been trying to sell your house. Okay. And I'm available actually on Wednesday at 5:30, or would be 7 p.m. be even better for you?
5:30 is fine. Good job.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. Not bad for not making a call for 3 years. Okay.
Thank you.
Nice. How'd that feel, Rob?
It feels good to go through that stuff because I like that stuff. So it feels good to get back through it.
The Fsbos are out there in force. They're going to be out there in force here in the next couple of months. So I'm going to run through a Fsbo script. Who would like to be the owner?
I can be the owner.
Okay. Ring.
Hello.
Hey, good morning. I'm looking for Jose.
Yep.
Hey, Jose. Todd Fallman, Realty One Group Orca. I was calling about your home for sale by owner. Have you sold it?
Are you a buyer or an agent?
I'm a real estate broker that represents buyers and sellers in this area, and that's why I'm calling. Is your home still for sale?
Yeah, it's still for sale, but I'm not looking to, list with somebody. I've done this before. I sold 3 other properties, and I've actually made a good ton. So
excellent.
I appreciate you calling.
Yeah, no problem. Now I was taking a look at this property. Are you offering a selling office commission on it for a broker who brings a buyer?
Yeah, I'm offering 2%.
2%? Well, that's very fair. Thanks for putting that out there. I guess my next question is this, it appears by the pictures, and I could be wrong, that this was an investment property for you. Was this a rental?
Yeah, this is one of my rentals. I want to cash out. You know, like I said, I got about a few properties. I've done this before. So
what are you going to do with the proceeds after this one sells? Are you reinvesting in a 1031, or are you just cashing out and going to the Cayman Islands?
I'm just getting out of the Washington area. I'm actually in Arizona right now.
Okay.
So,
how many other properties do you own here, Jose, that you want to sell?
I got just this one left.
Okay.
The other ones I sold for sale by owner.
Okay. When are you coming back into town?
I think I'm going to be coming back. I'm here now, but I got meetings all day. So, and there's a few showings I've had. So there's some buyers that we're going to put an offer in.
So wait a minute. So you're in Arizona right now?
No, I'm in the Seattle area right now. Yeah.
So you're in the Seattle area right now, finishing up some business, and you're showing your property to some prospective buyers, right?
Yeah, I got a key box out there for people.
Great. So why not just, here's a thought for you, Jose. Keep the freaking house. Keep this house. And here's why. Why in the heck would you want to sell an income producing property at this point in a market that's appreciating 17 to 20% per year? Keep this freaking property, Jose, and give it another go around next year. I mean, what's your urgency to sell such a great investment?
That's because I'm driving.
It's your what?
I was driving. You were cutting off a little bit. I didn't hear you.
Okay. Did you hear my question?
No, I didn't hear it.
Oh, well, my thought is, just forget about selling your house for sale by owner, you being an owner, me being a broker, and your thought is I want to dip into all your proceeds and take all that cash and run away and make a quick buck for myself. My bigger thought is why are you selling such a great investment at this time when you should simply hold on to it and wait another year? It's going to be worth 15 to 20% more. I mean, what's the big urgency to sell this thing right now? Keep it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what offers I can get, and
keep
if it's the right time to sell, and I can get top dollar, then I can just cash out and then buy my other investment properties over in Arizona. I want to buy up to 100 units out there. So
seriously, 100 units?
Yeah.
And you're and this one rental's holding up that sale. Why don't you take the money out of it? Why don't you do a cash refinance out of it and take the money instead of selling it? Keep this investment.
Okay. Well, I haven't thought of that.
Well, why not? Do you have somebody that can talk to you about mortgage?
No, I got a few, but no one that can do that.
Okay. See, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep money in your pocket. There's really no reason for you to sell this property, Jose. Is there?
No.
Then why are you doing it?
Dang it, Todd.
I just say because just tell me it's really none of your business what I do with my money.
Todd, it kind of cut off again.
Yeah, just tell me, Todd, it's really none of your business what I do with my money.
Todd, it's none of your business what I do with my money.
Ultimately, you're right. But you and I are both sharing the same business right now. And since we are in the discussion of money and what it comes down to it, it's not that I don't believe you are adverse of working with real estate brokers. I believe you understand the value of money and the value of investments. And so if you were to invest, 3% and you can get an 8% return, was that a worthy investment?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd spend 3% to get 8% as many times as you could over and over again. Okay, that's the value of working with me in this marketplace. I can show you how my listings and my track record, I'm getting 100.47% above list price. And so if you were to list with me, because you've already baked into your cake, 2%? If I can charge you an additional, 3%, you're going to get above and beyond what it is you're getting. And when it comes down to it, it has nothing to do with emotions. It has everything to do with your bottom line. 67 here, Jose, before we hang up, okay, I want to say this one last thing. 67% of the time when I meet with a seller and I show them this proposal to list, okay, I'll show you this proposal to list. And you're going to be interested in only one thing, is the bottom line. I'll show you the line. 67% of the time it's a yes. Okay, 23% of the time, 28% of the time it's not going to be a no. And believe me, I'm going to be the no before you. I will know you before you know me. All right? Because if it's not going to work and I'm not going to get paid, I'm not going to take the job.
Okay, let's see what you got, Todd.
So tomorrow at 4 o'clock, or is Tuesday better for you?
I think Tuesday should work.
Okay, I'm going to need to see the property before I complete my proposal. Do you have a lockbox on there, or somebody can let me in?
Yeah, I got a lockbox.
What's the code?
Is 123.
Okay.
123.
Perfect. What's your email address, Jose? Great. I'm going to be sending you over a package of information.
123 at Gmail.
Okay. Before we meet, I'm going to send you over some information to get you more acquainted with my value proposition. And then I'll have a complete proposal for you to review when we meet. And then after we meet, you're going to be able to say yes or no, or I'll say no, and we won't do business. Otherwise, I will be looking forward to speaking with you. And if you have any questions about the information I send over, please call. I'll call to confirm, and I'll send you a calendar invite as well for our appointment.
Okay.
Oh, good job. Right.
So what
Man,
was
you
it?
You didn't care if I sold it myself, 3 other times.
No, I really didn't, because I can't go back and evaluate, what that history was like.
So what was it that everybody was missing on the other scenario of the
Motivation to sell.
Exactly. Where are they going?
The motivation to sell.
Nobody touched it. Where were they going?
I always like when I'm talking to for sale by owners, I always like to try to do the takeaway early. Really, I try to say you should really keep this home. Really, honestly, in a market like this, it's appreciating. You should really keep this home. I try to talk them into not selling it and try to keeping it. And the more I talk them generally out of not selling it, the more they tell me why they want to sell it.
Oh, so you don't really ask, you don't go directly and ask them, why are you selling?
I don't have to. I'll say, Jim, so, why don't you just keep the property? It's a great appreciating asset. Why not just keep it?
Well, my wife and I were looking for a bigger house. We're getting ready to have another kid, and we've been wanting to sell this house to move to Renton.
Are you sure you really have to do that? Are you sure? I mean, have you looked at your financials to where you really absolutely have to sell this house, or is there a way that you could keep it and still make that move?
No, I definitely, the prices of purchasing and everything.
So
works.
you have all your chips in, you're all in.
I'm all in. My wife's all in. No brainer.
That's music to my ears.
Yes.
Now what happened is that he just exposed a bruise. And then I'm going to put my thumb on that bruise and push in.
Do you ever, with Jim saying that he wants to buy another house, do you ever mention at that time, are you pre-approved? Do you have enough equity? Do you need to talk to my lender partner? You do need to get pre-approved to buy another house. Do you ever?
I'll get there. I'll get there, and I'll investigate that. Yeah, during the conversation. How long have you been looking? How the difficulty of, I'll go through that's a whole buyer discussion.
Yeah. I just mean with the Fsbo, because I think I've only called one Fsbo, and that was with you. So I don't have a lot of experience with it either. Yeah. But I mean, that is something they need. They need, and I think you're kind of showing your expertise a little bit too, that, I'm here to help you and guide you. This is what I do, Yeah.
Hey, Todd, can I be realistic? So I know most of the time you're not going to have that long of a phone call. I'm just going to be straight up. I know most, especially when you're calling for sell by owners, they're not wanting to hear you at all. So I'm just being realistic, and that's how it is right now.
So that's why I took the approach I did. I'm not going to sit there and chit chat and talk about this and that. I'm going to get in front of your face, and then we're going to have a discussion. You ain't got a chance in hell on the phone. You got to get there in person.
Yeah. I mean, it really depends upon your style, how they pick up, their rate of speech. If you hear background noise, you know, I collect everything that I hear over the phone and then enhance my phone presentation based upon what I'm hearing and what I'm sensing and what I'm feeling. You know, you can pick up a lot with your enhanced listening, meaning you're not just listening to the voice, you're trying to pick up things in their background, in their environment that could help you understand. I mean, if you hear, you know, loud music in the background and perhaps they're driving, they're probably not going to have a lot of time, you know. Oftentimes I will ask about their environment. Oh, you know, are you at work right now? Or are you at lunch right now? I'll try to create and understand what environment that they're in, which will ultimately, at times I'll do that. They hear a crying baby in the background. I'm probably not going to try to go into an in-depth conversation. I may end it quickly and say, let me call you back. I'll reach you at a more convenient point in time. When's there a better time to talk? And so, you know, it's called environmental listening. You just listen to what's around them in their environment and try to understand if they're going to get pulled away or if they're going to be attuned, psychological attunement versus dissonance where they want to separate. And for the most part, you know, Jose is absolutely correct. If you say something interesting, if you sound interesting and you're not rude and abrasive, generally you're going to have a better conversation and an extended one as well, because you are, you know, if you become a person of value to them, they're going to want to listen. And if you ask interesting questions, they're going to want to have that conversation. Generally speaking. But, you know, for sale by owner, there's nothing more than a higher quality seller lead than a for sale by owner.
Agreed.
They're free. I mean, you're talking about free seller leads. Oh my gosh. If I had a choice of making 300, you know, let me just be realistic. If I had a choice of making 20 contacts, you know, in a 2-week period, I would focus on contacting all for sale by owners. If I were to be airdropped, parachuted into Atlanta and with no listings, I wouldn't be cold calling and door knocking. That might be part of my deal, but the first thing I would go for is a for sale by freaking owners. That's the fastest source of business opportunity you can find. I would go right in there and grab them by their throat and pull them in by their belt buckles and take them down and choke them out. If you think I'm joking, you don't know me.
You're like that hungry lion, man, and they're like that juicy meat right there, just flavoring.
They are out there available. They are hard to catch. Okay, they are hard to catch. I was talking to Jose about this, and he reminded me that a lion will, you know, successfully lose. Okay, so they will successfully lose 70 to 75% of their hunts. But that doesn't stop them from eating. The desire to thrive, live, and procreate drives them to hunt. Okay. You need that energy for all of those things. So if you are having difficulty in your business, picking up new business, get out there and hunt. For sale by owners are sitting prey. I mean, you talk about the antelope right next to the fucking water hole. Okay. Sorry. I mean, there's an antelope right by the water hole. That's a for sale by owner. And I'm a crouching lion right in the freaking, you know, you've seen those geographics. The lion runs out and the antelope goes, ha, I saw you first, and runs away. Missed. Goes right back to the bush, waits for the next one. Okay. I'm going to get 3 out of 10. And I'll eat. That's the for sale by owner story.
Do you spend most of your time to do it on the phone, or do you do it in person?
Both. I'll show up. And you know what? New lions, okay, they are far less successful in hunting. They are far less successful in hunting. Okay, because they don't understand which way the wind blows, and then the prey will smell them. Oh, shucks, I miss 90% of the time. Well, as an experienced hunter, you will get better. And so just I would suggest that if you are struggling in getting active business, quick active business, and instead of waiting for something to happen, you make something happen, test out the for sale by owner field. Don't suspect that you're going to be the greatest hunter, in the immediate. Understand that there's averages. There are averages. And by understanding that there are averages gives you strength and hope. All right, I'm done preaching. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for this today. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach Todd.
There's going to be a lot of Fsbos out there. All right.
Especially in the summertime.
Yes, and as Les Brown would say, got to be hungry. Les Brown, you got to be hungry. All right.